Welcome to Italy's secret towns. Today, we're discovering 11 amazing secret towns you really need to see. These are places where you can enjoy the sweet life at your own speed. We're talking about old towns on hills, cute fishing villages, and places where time seems to have stopped. Let's go! Our first stop is the heel of Italy's boot, the Puglia region, where we'll find the magical town of Alberobello. Imagine a town from a fairy tale with houses that have cone-shaped roofs scattered around like funny mushrooms. These special houses are called Trulli, and they're what makes Alberobello so unique. Smart farmers built them centuries ago using local stone. These buildings with their cone-shaped roofs were a clever way to avoid paying taxes. Walking through Alberobello's narrow, winding streets, you'll feel like you've traveled back in time. Next, we travel to the Basilicata region where we find Matera, a city carved into the rocky landscape. Matera isn't just any town, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the oldest towns in the world where people have lived for over 9,000 years. Matera's Sassi districts are a maze of old cave homes, churches and tunnels under the ground, carved right into the soft cliffs. For a long time, the Sassi were seen as a place of poverty and hardship, but now they've become a cool place to visit, with many caves turned into cozy hotels, restaurants and craft workshops. Exploring Matera is like stepping back in time. Our trip through Italy's hidden treasures now takes us to Tuscany, famous for its rolling hills, vineyards and of course its charming towns. Hidden among these Tuscan hills is San Gimignano, a town that looks like it's straight from the Middle Ages. Known as the town of fine towers, San Gimignano has a unique skyline with 14 medieval towers. They remind us of the town's rich history. Walking through San Gimignano's well-preserved streets will make you feel like you're in medieval times. Make sure to climb the Torre Grossa, the tallest tower, for amazing views of the countryside. Our next stop is a town high on a flat hill, perched precariously above the surrounding landscape. Connected to the rest of the world by only one narrow bridge, it feels like a place out of a fairy tale. Welcome to Civita di Bagnoregio, a place that feels frozen in time, where every corner tells a story of the past. Often called the dying city, it carries a sense of both beauty and melancholy. It's called that because the hill it sits on is slowly wearing away, eroded by wind and rain over centuries, and no one knows how long it will last, making each visit a precious moment in time. But don't let that stop you from visiting. The town's fragile state adds to its allure. It makes the town even more mysterious and special, a unique gem in the heart of Italy. Crossing the bridge to Civita is like entering a different world, a world untouched by modernity. There are no cars or busy city noises, just the sound of the wind and the occasional footsteps. Instead, it's peaceful and quiet, offering a serene escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. With amazing views of the valley you can see for miles, taking in the breathtaking scenery. With its old walls, ancient gates and pretty squares, Civita di Bagnoregio feels like a living museum, preserving history in every stone. Civita di Bagnoregio feels like a living museum where the past and present coexist in perfect harmony. Get ready to be amazed as we travel to the coast of Puglia, where we'll find Polignano a Mare, a town that seems to hang on the edge of a cliff. This dramatic setting, with houses that look like they're floating above the bright blue Adriatic Sea, is what makes Polignano a Mare so memorable. The old town centre is a maze of narrow, winding streets with white houses decorated with bright flowers. As you explore, you'll find charming squares, hidden courtyards, and amazing viewpoints with wide open views of the coast. Make sure to visit Lama Monachile, a beautiful cove between two tall cliffs. Our Italian adventure now takes us to the heart of Umbria, a region known for its rolling hills, medieval towns, and rich history. Today we visit Orvieto, a city perched high on a tall cliff, offering breathtaking views and a sense of timelessness. You can see Orvieto from miles away, its silhouette standing proudly against the sky. It looks like it rises from the green hills like a painting from the Renaissance, with its terracotta rooftops and ancient stone buildings. The most important part of Orvieto is its magnificent Duomo, a beautiful Gothic cathedral that dominates the skyline. Step inside and be amazed by its front, decorated with detailed mosaics, sculptures and a huge rose window that catches the light beautifully. Explore under the city and you'll find a labyrinth of tunnels, Etruscan tombs and ancient wells, each telling stories of the city's long and fascinating history. Make sure to try the local white wine, Orvieto Classico, known for its crisp and refreshing taste, and enjoy the food of Umbria at one of the many small restaurants in the city's charming squares. From traditional pasta dishes to delectable pastries, there's something for every palate. Our journey through Italy's hidden gems takes us back to Tuscany, this time to the hilltop town of Montepulciano. This enchanting town is perched high above the rolling hills, offering a glimpse into a world where history and tradition are deeply intertwined. Here, time seems to slow down and the wine flows easily. The vineyards stretch as far as the eye can see, and the local winemakers take pride in their craft, producing some of the finest wines in the region. High on a ridge, Montepulciano has amazing views of the Tuscan countryside, a mix of vineyards, olive groves and roads lined with cypress trees. The landscape is a painter's dream with its vibrant colors and serene atmosphere. As you walk through Montepulciano's steep, winding streets, you'll love its elegant Renaissance buildings, charming squares and hidden courtyards. Each corner of the town tells a story, inviting you to explore its rich heritage. Visit the Piazza Grande, the center of town, and see the Palazzo Comunale, which has stunning views from its tower. The square is a hub of activity, where locals and visitors alike gather to soak in the vibrant atmosphere. Montepulciano is probably most famous for its wine, especially its Vino Nobile di Montepulciano, a rich red wine that people have enjoyed since Etruscan times. The tradition of winemaking here is a testament to the town's enduring legacy and its passion for excellence. Get ready to fall in love with the Italian Riviera as we arrive in Vernazza, one of the 5 beautiful villages of the Cinque Terre. Built on the rocky coast of Liguria, Vernazza is full of color, with its pastel houses going down the hill to the blue Mediterranean Sea. Vernazza is a place where time seems to stop, where life is all about the sea and every view is like a postcard. Explore the ruins of the Castello Doria high above the harbor for amazing views of the coast. Relax on the small beach between the colorful houses and the sparkling sea, or take a swim in the clear water. Our Italian adventure takes us to Tuscany's Maremma region, where we find Pitigliano, a town that seems to defy gravity, sitting on the edge of a cliff. Known as Little Jerusalem, Pitigliano has a rich history and unique culture. Imagine a town carved into a rock, with houses that seem to grow out of the cliff, looking over a deep canyon. For many years, Pitigliano was a safe place for Jewish families escaping persecution, and you can still feel their history there today. Wander through the town's maze-like alleys, finding hidden squares, old Etruscan caves, and amazing views of the countryside. Prepare to be amazed as we travel to Castelluccio, a tiny village high in the Apennine Mountains of Umbria. Surrounded by the wide rolling plains of the Piano Grande, Castelluccio is a place of incredible beauty and peace. Imagine a landscape that spreads out like a giant painting in 1,000 shades of green, gold and purple. In spring, the plains explode with color as millions of wildflowers bloom, creating an amazing sight called the Fioritura. Explore the ruins of Castelluccio's old fortress, high above the village, and enjoy the views of the mountains and plains. Hike through the rolling hills, breathe in the fresh mountain air, and enjoy the quiet of this remote part of Italy. Our last stop takes us back to the Cinque Terre, to Manarola, a charming fishing village on the Ligurian coast. With its pastel houses stacked on the cliffs, Manarola is a truly beautiful sight. Manarola is a place where life is slower, where the sea is everything and every corner is picture perfect. Hike the scenic trail between Manarola and Rio Maggiore, called the Via dell'Amore, Lover's Lane, and enjoy the amazing coastal views. Explore the harbour with its colourful fishing boats and busy waterfront, and enjoy a seafood lunch at one of the restaurants overlooking the sea. Thank you for joining me on this tour of Italy's best-kept secrets. I hope these hidden gems have inspired you to explore new places on your next Italian adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more travel ideas. And until next time, keep exploring. Ciao!